Nearing the end of 3 days of competition in Austin, the Arena Pro Swim Series. And here comes some of the biggest names in the sport. The men's 200 IM, including the fastest qualifier, Michael Phelps, in lane 4, three-time Olympic champion.
Great fitness level, looked so great last summer, just sensational at the Nationals, winning 3 events, first in the world in those 3 events. Made a huge statement last summer that he is definitely back and back at his best. And after talking to his coach, Bob Bowman, he said he really feels Michael's going to be at his very best this summer.
Let's take a look at the lineup, starting in lane 1, Nikita Denisyako from Russia, the Gator Swim Club in Gainesville. He's 27. Lane 2 is Michael Weiss, silver in Kazan in the 4x2 relay. That's the World Championships. Josh Pernot, silver, the 2015 World University Games, and a senior at Cal. Big cheer goes up as Michael Phelps gets ready to pull off the sweatshirt in lane 4. Only male to win the same event at the Olympics 3 straight. He's done it 2 events, this one and the 100 fly. Andrew Saliskar, freshman at Cal, swam in the 200 fly earlier. From Great Britain in lane 6, Dan Wallace, 4th at the World Championships in Russia last year. One of the other big names in this sport, Ryan Lochte, and right now the world record holder in this event. 4-time world champion, 3-time Olympic medalist. Eduardo Solaache in lane 8. Mentioned the world record, Ryan Lochte, that came in the 2011 World Championships in Shanghai, and he beat Michael Phelps. And what's interesting about that, the time that Phelps swam that night, that is still his personal best. You're not going to find many PBs for Phelps in which he didn't win the race, but it's the case here.
Well, when you look back 10, 15, 20 years from now, you're going to think of this as one of the great rivalries in history in this sport, Jim. There's just no doubt about it. Look at the top 10 performances, not top 10 performers, top 10 performances of all time.
It's those 2 guys.
5 of them Lochte, 5 of them Phelps. They've been trading world records in this event for the last 9 years. And once again, right away, who else is it? Phelps and Lochte.
Right at the front. I was just about to get their lane assignments.
1/100th of a second that separates.
Yeah, it's obvious. Saliskar is 3rd, but it's Phelps in 4, Lochte in 7.
Well, Michael Phelps went 157.6 at the Nationals last month. So I think probably in the back of his mind, he'd love to be able to go a time around that. Lochte comes in a little bit more fresh, although he just got through swimming the 100 breaststroke a little while ago, so it might have taken a little edge off here toward the end of the race, but Ryan has come in here shaved and ready to go. He's not necessarily rested, but his coach David Marsh wanted him to get up and have a good feeling while he's in the water. Just a nice test here for both of them, really, in the breaststroke, but certainly for Michael Phelps. Both of them, this is their weak stroke. Phelps trying to make a race out of it. Now Lochte will turn and be able to see Phelps right here on this breaststroke. He'll breathe to his right, make the turn, he sees him, and Phelps did the same thing.
Yeah,
he breathed to his right, and he saw Ryan Lochte.
Here they go, 3,000 in Austin, rise as one, as they watch Michael Phelps and Ryan Lochte duel at the end of the men's 200 IM. 25 meters to go. Phelps in 4, Lochte in 7. It's those 2, stroke for stroke. Everybody crowds the edge of the deck, under the flags. It's Phelps in 4.
He won that race the last 5 strokes. It literally was the last 5 meters. All of a sudden, it looked like he got shot out of a cannon. He picked his turnover up, his tempo increased, put his head down, didn't breathe. Not that I've not seen that from Michael, but I haven't seen that kind of acceleration into the wall in a long time from Michael Phelps. That was just amazing what he was able to do the last 5 meters, because it looked like he got tired from about 170 to 190. him, and then all of a sudden, he puts it into a completely different gear. Here's the 50 mark. Lochte just has that slightest advantage. Both of them are basically dead even there. And then in the back, they're dead even the whole way. I mean, what am I going to say? I mean, all the way. Lochte might have picked it up a little bit on the backstroke. But Phelps came back on the breaststroke, made a race out of it, only 0.2 of a second down on the breaststroke leg. You watch them both coming in this wall, and they breathe into each other. Watch this. They breathe right into each other so they can see each other. They said, hey, let's do this again. It's January, but let's have fun this last 50. But watch the last 5 meters. You got to see this because that's what was so cool about Michael Phelps. See the turnover there? And the cool thing about that, Jim, is the turnover was there, but he never slipped at all. He constantly kept pressure on that water, and that's what's so great. It's one thing to start spinning wheels, but if you spin them without catching the water, you're in trouble, and he didn't do that. Caught that water all the way to the wall. Beautiful swim at the end.
158 flat for Michael Phelps, who joins us now. Michael, it was a 200-meter race, but it came down to the last 5, and Rowdy was commenting on the drive and the acceleration you had to the wall. You saw Ryan out there. You knew what you had to do, right?
I mean, Ryan and I have had a lot of great swims with one another, and, you know, joking around with him beforehand, I kind of knew we were going to try to battle it out, and you know, I knew it would come down to the touch, and you know, he's a great racer and someone that I always look forward to getting in the water with, so I'm very pleased with that, and, you know, I think we'll both take that and take steps forward leading to the end of the year.
You've been in this situation so many different times, Mike, over the last 15, 16 years. What do you start thinking about now as we're 4, 5, 6 months away? What are the most important things for you to start thinking about?
I mean, I think some of the small, like the small things we can pick up for me at meets like this. You know, coming in, swimming a couple of events, and seeing where we are time-wise, but also seeing, you know, where the turns are. Am I holding water throughout the race? Is my underwater, like, are my underwaters good? So that's really what I try to do, and we have a couple more meets before trials, and hopefully we'll be better than this.
Michael, there's been so much talk about how you've changed. Now you're a 30-something guy. You live in a different part of the country. You're a homeowner, soon to be a father. You certainly have changed as a person. How has it changed you as a swimmer?
I'm happy again. I think that's something that you know, is something that's it's a pretty incredible feeling. You know, leading into 2012, I can't honestly say I was happy doing what I was doing. And, you know, I think right now I'm loving life, and you know, I think it makes what I do a lot faster. I'm enjoying it a lot more, and I come to work out every day. I think that's a huge difference.
Have you become an Arizona Cardinals fan?
No, still Ravens fan,
Okay,
but it's a tough year.
Just making sure. Congratulations.
Hey, you think training for the Olympics is tough? Why do you get up in the middle of the night to change diapers?
I know.
Congratulations. Great to see the smile back on your face.
Thanks,
Michael Phelps. Oh, that is fantastic stuff. Phelps, 158 flat. Wow. Remember when he was 15? It seems like just yesterday. Now Michael Phelps is 30 years old, and he's still one of the best ever.